Tonight, I'm going to continue to build this Lego icons, the Lord of the Ring Balrog Book Nook. So, got this side done last time, and today my plan is to build the other side. Unfortunately, I wouldn't have time to complete set today. There's various reasons, even though it's long weekend, but unfortunately I'm still on kids' duty, so they are currently asleep. I just want to keep it short so that, in case they wake up, I don't have interruption and end up, having this end up very late. And also, I'm not 100%, it just never recover. This less painful, but yeah, things happen, so I just need to keep this really quick. And again, if you have watched the previous video, like it takes time to actually upload the video, not necessarily the upload, but actually the processing of the video. So if I keep it short enough, then it will be a lot easier. So let's just get it all spread out and kind of closer to me, and this freaking flat surface just not helping if I want to progress things a little bit quicker. So it's a little frustrating, to be honest, but it is what it is. I don't have very nice setup. Hey, you might ask, hey, why don't I do live stream first? If I do live stream in this particular time frame or the time frame that I'm building, I don't think there are going to be much audiences. The other thing is I just don't have the equipment and space. Every time if it takes me 30 minutes to set up the whole thing, I'm not going to get much out of it. So yeah, again, constantly thinking what to do with the current channel, because I just feel like, hey, maybe just maybe, while I'm enjoying doing this, but maybe just having an impact on life, and so maybe I should just tone it down, because this is supposed to be a hobby. This is not supposed to be a stressful thing, or shouldn't be. Well, let put it this way: if you have a hobby and it impacting your life, then you probably need to think about, hey, maybe you're putting too much time in your hobbies. Because I tell you, the reason why I'm getting sick and not like recovering fast enough, I already missed football a few weeks for various reasons, but today I was planning to go football. I can't, because my breathing not gonna help. And it might get worse, right? And I don't want to pass on anything to other people. But yeah, maybe I'm spending too much time, because lots of things that I'm getting sick and recovering slowly is kind of lack of sleep. That's one key reason, right? But for me to get more sleep, right, is to have less time, because I've got got other responsibility, right? So at the same time, even work, although you're not expected to work outside working hours, but there are quite a few things that you need to put in the extra mile. So it's like, okay, now it's impacting me, not just performing my role, but like doing that extra, right? At the same time, there's responsibility. Maybe I don't know, maybe not spending the right amount of time, nor putting the right focus, even financially, not being responsible on family, right? There's a couple of things that having running in my head right now. Maybe I just need to balance out a little bit. Right now, I don't think I'm having the right balance. Yeah. But what does that mean though? Like, if I really don't have the time to do all this, it does mean gonna be less content, less consistent. I guess it won't be regular. I don't think I can do weekly. It will be like, when I have time. yeah, that's actually actually impacting. Not that I want to, you know, become like, top YouTuber or something like that. It's just been one of the goals. Is like, oh yeah, it would be nice to get some recognition. Silver button, that kind of stuff. I'm according to, you know the if I do it as a hobby, upload whenever I think I have time, right? Um, then I don't think I will make it. But if I do regularly, I think in 5 6 years time, I can actually earn a silver button, assuming that that's still happening, that recognition still exists. I don't know. Maybe World War III gonna break out, everything turn to ashes. That may happen, right? Or maybe YouTube decide to change that. But anyway, assuming no unexpected event happen, right? So this it's not an unachievable goal. And I think I don't think I probably like get to close to 20,000 maybe in 9 months time. And once you get past that threshold, it's not that difficult. It's just keep doing it and doing something different. I don't have plan to do something different, but I don't know. It's like something that I want to do kind of might be impacting other parts of my life. But the other thing is there are lots of like June, spend lots of money getting all the new release. I'm in a fortunate position to able to not that afford everything, but able to afford a bit more um, lately. At the same time, I haven't really think about storage and stuff. I just keep keep building and things, right? One of the main reasons that I started channel is to not having stuff not open. But yeah, having a channel kind of encouraged me to open up stuff, especially recently, like just trying to open like older set, because one of the thing is if I start opening the old set, it's actually a lot easier in terms of storage, because for the box some of the set is like the box is bigger, right? So they kind of stack up, take up the space. But if you build it, it's hard to place it, but it actually makes you more space to put a shelf on. So that's one thing. But haven't really thought about priority when to do first. There's always the fear of missing out on whether it's gift with purchase, whether on missing out deals, or I need to pay full price on certain things, right? Those are the stuff that really causing some storage problem. Um, the thing is, you can buy and put a stack it. It's just not looking really nice. To be honest, I really don't like having a mess, something like that. It kind of irritates me. It just makes your overall mood not good. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing that I've been thinking quite seriously. Um, but anyway, actually, this set got 9 megs. When I opened it 2 days ago, I thought, oh, 8. But actually, when I packed it up, and I realized that's 9 megs. So 5 6, we've got 7 8 9, which is the Balrog itself. I don't think I would start building that tonight. Just don't think I have the time, and I just want to keep this video under 40 minutes. Anything longer than 40 minutes, the import takes maybe 10 minutes. The editing not so much, because this is a video of just capture whatever that I'm doing, and no editing unless some unexpected events. So much editing. But again, the export in order for me to upload to YouTube, I needed to export the video, and that is what's taking me so much time, so much. I don't understand. Well, obviously I can buy a more powerful MacBook, right? But then looking at the price, it's like, 7,000, 8,000. Of course, I can buy secondhand and stuff. But just think about how long I'll do this. Funny enough, originally I bought the current MacBook, not really for video editing. It was actually for some of the idea that I have tried to, build my own app and stuff, like kind of start some kind of software solution. Like actually, man, I didn't publish anything, but able to build something. But then that got abandoned for various reasons. I'm just not into like coding myself. Just like it's kind of hard for me to put some serious action to it. And then okay, at the same time I have this idea to get me to open my Lego set, and kind of switch to a lot more video editing. So yeah, that's why I was trying to get something higher end, maybe more expensive, but that it would last longer, because I don't like switching laptop and stuff every 1 or 2 years. It used to happen. It was inevitable, like using Windows laptop. It's like every 2 years I need to get a new laptop because it's just so getting so many issues. Not just the. I think the Windows OS itself is okay. It's more to do with the hardware. Like always get into like booting issues and things. So like, but the good thing with Mac though is like I've been doing this for 5 years. That means I would have my MacBook for 5 years, and it hasn't actually slowed down. Like it's still performing the same as just like the day I bought it. So this is actually pretty impressive. So I'm impressed like with the durability of a Mac. I think it's just the hardware is just better. Of course, lots of things are more stabilized. And say, hey, if you're thinking about switching to a Mac, don't think worth it. But again, now the question is it the right time for me to kind of get a new one? I'm not sure, because the current one is not unusable. It still works very well. It's just not. I'm trying to optimize my time, but then is it something I should, right? Hey, let's say if I earn enough and $7,000 doesn't mean anything, then of course I would switch over. But while I'm in a lucky position where I don't have to worry about the day-to-day expenses, and having a little bit of freedom in spending on hobbies. But having said that, I'm not in a position to just invest, let's say 10K in things just like this. Buying a few big Lego set maybe 2 or 3 times a year is different to, hey, just kind of switch over to like some expensive gadgets. Like, hey, if I need to see a better car, like not necessarily a new car, but even like, hey, it's quality second-hand car and stuff, but not in a position to not that's, I guess the financial position is not yet that comfortable. But you never know. Of course, we're all trying to work hard towards it, but sometimes it's not about working hard. Sometimes it's whether you have that opportunity or not. So even you have that opportunity, you might not seize it, right? So it's like, there are a couple of times where like, I just wish I should have listened to some other friends that could have, for example, people already talking about, hey, you should try to get some, spend your that, spare $2,000 into Bitcoins like in 2011. Should have done that because I would be in a totally different position. But then you think about it, like probably like I would not able to keep it for that long, because I would probably have, based on my personality, I might have throw it away when it's a bit volatile, or already make it like certain value would have cashed out. so there's always that thing, but in hindsight, right? So sometimes you got the opportunity, but you would just don't realize it until when it happened in a way that like damn it. Even like as simple as paying taxes, I should have talked to an accountant and it end up a situation where I thought I have to pay tax now, but actually no, I have like another year to pay, which made me did something different, and yeah, because I would have make a few extra $1,000 from interest. But well. Should stop talking that much because really not helpful with the coughs and stuff. Okay, so we're building. If I wanted to, I could actually finish building the set today, I think, but it will be like a 90 minutes video. And by the time I get everything uploaded about like 3 a.m. and I think that the risk of the kids waking up and I'm getting interrupted will be much higher, and I might not able to get any sleep. Even tomorrow is a public holiday, I don't have to work, but I do have other plans, which means I would be in really bad mood the whole day, which is not ideal. So sometimes it's lots of things that you think about. It's like just there's no rush. Like I'm not having a deadline, something like that. Just doing whatever that I needed to do. And could have spend an extra day building this set means that I could enjoy building this set a little bit more. I actually been enjoy building this because whatever people say, it's not. Yes, it's overpriced. I agree, it's expensive and should have been way cheaper. But at the same time, I feel like it's a pretty interesting set to build. Again, I don't have any like sentimental attachment to the Lord of the Rings, which makes it easier. It's like often I would have much more complaint on any Marvel set compared to Lord of the Rings set or DC set, because I'm not as invested. For example, I'm a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Of course, I would have watched all the contents, and I would love all the characters. Despite some people say, "Oh, this character is not well written," so I do like all the characters. The only thing that I didn't like is Secret Invasion, but that's pretty common to everyone. I don't think anyone liked the Secret Invasion the first two episode was okay. There's some shocking moment that just went downhill like after episode 4. I just don't know, and then all this ambiguity. Um, yeah, just leave a bad feeling. In yeah, it's just overall like in the end, just end up having a really really um, bad time. That that is not good to be honest. But because I think you know it's all to do with having attachment or certain expectation on how you want, um, or simply just want to see more of certain characters, right? And yeah, but it is what it is. But again, kind of go back to Lego set, so that's why it's like, hey, the, the less thing, um, in terms, how should I put it? Let me put it this way. I bought some bluey set, right? Also got some Fortnite sets. To some extent, even the Minecraft movie sets, right? Those are not the property that I would have watched. No, I know much about it. Having said that, you know, I'm able to enjoy the set on itself. Pretty sure, like, if people are not familiar with some of the Marvel characters, they won't even care about whether they have leg prints or not. I care because I know I want more detail on this particular character that I like. It's exactly the same way. If you have some strong attachment to Law of the Ring, you'll think, I'm spending this much money and you only give me this. But for me, right, it's like, you know, especially this book note, I actually bought the Sherlock Holmes today. But stupid me, I thought, hey, that was a Lego exclusive, so I thought I'm not gonna get much discount. So like, hey, let's just grab this today, and then just realize that actually it's not Lego store exclusive. Well, it's hard to find, but there will be local store stocking it, which means I could get a discount on it quite easily. It's like okay. But anyway, this is because I don't have like sentimental attachment to Lord of the Ring, and this is really my first book Nook um, build. So in terms of building experience, for me, it's brilliant. I'm having a good time. But again, my thought would have changed if I have like certain attachment to the properties, or I have built another similar thing. But again, it's two complete different scenes. So that less of a problem. I think having the attachment to a property makes more sense. And sometimes it swing the other way. For example, I'm a fan of the Legend of Zelda. It's like the first official Lego Legend of Zelda set. All I have is positive. I do have something more, but it's positive feedback on the set overall. Am I agreeing that it's expensive? Yeah, it's overpriced. But I don't care because I like the property so much. I just want to have the set, and it does, satisfy or meet my expectation. Let me just put it this way. So, that's the thing. Sometimes, how you like a properties would change things significantly. We're getting close to finishing the parts. So that's why sometimes you really want to have non-licensed thing, because you don't really have attachment. But then Sometimes people just put away from the pricing. But if you can afford it and get the set, then you will have different feeling. Even though you still agree that it's expensive, but in the end, it's like you're able to enjoy something, right? And at the end of the day, this is business. It's not like, again, I already mentioned, I think last time, Lego is not a company created to make us happy, right? Um, so yes, it's there to make money, so they need to make the decision that would financially benefits them. Um, so yeah, they can't just make everything so cheap, right? It's always like other knockoff brand, but don't buy knockoff. Just buy like competitors. That's fine, because competitors. It's not like stealing other people design and stuff, so those are the ones that you should support. Personally, I have OCD on using the same parts, so I don't really like to have other brands, because it's just not fit my appetite. Okay, so alright, next will be the Balrog, but I'm gonna stop here as I got the whole stage. I don't really need the Balrog, to be honest. The Balrog is a really separate build, but if you want the stage is already set up, I think there's lots of opportunity with this part here. It's a bit flimsy though, so just be careful when you kind of open and closing it. But it's actually pretty decent size. It fit most of the bookshelves, I think. But you could use this even not for Lord of the Ring. I have some ideas, but that's another video for another time. But for tonight, I'm gonna call it a day. So good night and see you next time.